Good evening. We have an inform that you don't want to miss and your local stories, sports, and weather, all coming up here on the 18 WJTS News. Good evening, this is the WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. With over 100 people in attendance at the Northeast Dubois High School cafeteria last night, representatives of the administrator assistants provided a presentation to the Northeast Dubois school officials and parents with results of a feasibility study about funding concerns that have been addressed since last year. Also discussed was a financial data analysis of how funds are being administered in the Northeast Dubois district. The recommendation from administrator assistants representatives was to consider a general fund operating tax referendum. This was described as being a change in local income tax where Northeast Dubois affected community members and would be taxpayers paying the expected raise of taxes in order to keep the corporation afloat. Northeast Dubois Technology and Computer Applications teacher Buddy Hart realizes that the school corporation has done a great deal in order to save money. He says that through his own experience as an educator of elementary, middle, and high school students, it's apparent that one of the recommendations from the administrator assistants is being met as faculty works in various capacities.
Well, I think for one, increasing class sizes are going to have a big effect on overall teacher morale. The overall quality of instruction is going to suffer, I think, with increased class sizes. That's the main thing.
Northeast Dubois Superintendent Bill Hoaxang says that no official decision has been made at this time in regards to pressing concerns such as possible closure of the Celestine Elementary School.
We don't want to rush because any decision we make affects our children's lives and their education. So that's not something we take lightly. So that's something that takes great thought, great input. We've had tremendous input throughout the first semester during the study, and we're continuing to take that input because these are huge decisions for us to make as a school corporation.
The public is encouraged to attend the board's January 19th meeting to be held in the Northeast Dubois High School cafeteria to hear the board discuss results presented by the Administrator Assistance Group. Alcoa announced Thursday that it will be permanently closing its smelter in Warwick County by the end of March. The closure will result in the loss of about 600 jobs, about one-third of the company's local workforce. The 269,000 metric ton smelter is part of Alcoa's Warwick operations. While the smelter is closing, Alcoa says that the rolling mill and power plant at Warwick operations will continue to operate. The company said that the decision was made due to a drop in aluminum prices. It says prices dropped approximately 30% in 2015, with the aluminum price index falling about 40%. Roy Harvey is president of Alcoa's Global Primary Products, and he says that while the company recognizes how deeply the decision impacts employees, they are committed to work closely with the employees, unions, and community stakeholders to support them through the transition. He says that despite the hard work of the employees, assets are not competitive, and says that the company officials are confident that these actions are the right ones in the face of challenging market conditions. In October, the company opened up a $100 million aerospace facility in LaPorte, which is expected to create nearly 330 jobs. The company also has a location in Lafayette. Alcoa will also shut down its remaining 810,000 metric tons of refining capacity at its Point Comfort operations in Texas by the end of the second quarter of 2016. A traffic stop Wednesday afternoon in Martin County resulted in the arrest of a pair of men, including one from Dubois, on multiple charges, including possession of drugs and operating a motor vehicle while suspended. Around 3:15 Wednesday afternoon, a trooper with the Indiana State Police observed a mid-sized pickup truck disregard a stop sign on Weisbach Road and Sherfick School Road near Shoals. Police say that the trooper pulled the truck over and began speaking with the two occupants and discovered that the driver, 39-year-old Mitchell Newton of Dubois was driving with a suspended driver's license and had a prior conviction of the same offense. Meanwhile, police say that passenger 39-year-old Travis Stein of French Lick initially gave the investigating trooper a false name and information in an attempt to not be identified. Police later learned and confirmed that his correct identification, as well as the fact that he was wanted through Crawford County on a felony theft charge. Now, during the stop, authorities asked for the assistance of the Martin County Sheriff's Department to conduct an open-air search with his canine partner Asher, who positively indicated that the presence of narcotics was in the vehicle. Officers searched the vehicle, locating marijuana, a metal smoking pipe, and 2 syringes. Officers later learned that the narcotics and paraphernalia belonged to Stein. Both Newton and Stein were placed into custody and lodged without incident in the Martin County Jail. Up next, we'll have a look at your weather summary.